Good morning. Welcome to Coronado Road. If anybody knows where Coronado Road is in Navasgan, we're in the farm. Hi, my name is Bogey, and this is my channel. Today, I'm going to show you what I've done to the farmhouse. Didn't make a whole bunch of changes. I just upgraded it, made it more homey, fixed some things, upgraded the walls, and I put a workshop in my basement and a bar in my attic. But here, let's go take a look. I'm wearing my red sweatshirt, or my red t-shirt today because it's getting close to Christmas. But yeah, let me show you around a little bit. Let me park my mini bike right here. But yeah, here it is. I've planted some trees. I haven't done much with the cornfield, except for, tear them down a little bit so I can add other stuff. Here's my barn. Let me show you the inside. Come on. I put a door in and a porch light. And I open it up in here a little bit and I put some light fixtures in here so you can see, They call these redneck chandeliers. I think they look amazing. Anyways. So yeah, I really haven't done much with it, I pretty much left the barn the way it was, except for I added some light. And I put in a garage door over here. I closed it in a little bit and then put this garage door in. Because it was just, open, and I thought it would look nice. Yeah, and I put some porch light up above it. And then I didn't do much with the shed either. I just put a door in. I didn't even fix the windows. I just left the windows how they were because I thought it looked, authentic, I guess. But yeah, I haven't done much with the cornfields back here. They're kind of nice. I think they look kind of children of the Cornish. Anyways, but yeah. So like I said, I haven't done much with the shed. It's pretty much the same as it was. I just added the door and I put some light in here so you could kind of see. But yeah, I put a couple chandeliers in here too as well. Just to see, Oh, what's in my fridge? Oh, this is when I first started. This is the stuff I gathered on my way over here. Yeah, like I said, I didn't do much. This is like the first spot I got to when I spawned in. So yeah, this is like my mini home base. I had my bedroll in there as well. Let me go shut this door. Don't want to let zombies in, They kind of stink up the place a little bit. But yeah, like I said, I really haven't done much with like the cornfields and stuff. I wanted to leave it, pretty authentic. I think it looks great. But I took all the grass out and, just made everything look, like it's alive. But I planted a Christmas tree, forest or farm, I guess you would say a farm, yeah. I planted some Christmas trees, so if, any survivor ever makes it into Navasgan, they could celebrate Christmas. They come up here and cut down a nice tree and put it in their broken down, dilapidated home. But yeah, and I planted a farm, for use for myself, of course, hops, because, I have a bar, potatoes to make stew, and coffee beans, and blueberry pie, and goldenrod tea, and chrysanthemum tea, and of course yucca for when I go into the desert. And I had a zombie horde wander through today and they broke one of my yuccas, so I had to plant a new one. But that's okay. I survived. They didn't. That's all that matters. Alright, I'm gonna take you inside the house. I really didn't do too much to the exterior. I upgraded the bottom. I put in cement blocks. it was just on the bottom, but I made all the rest of them 1, 2, 3, 4 up. So when they're hitting the building, you know, they don't damage it too much because it was all wood. And I put fencing around the whole house to kind of keep them out. So when they're running through at night, they don't just run up to my porch and, you know, bang on my porch for hours. And, oh, do I have any mail? Oh, I do. Oh, somebody dropped me some schematics. How nice. All right, let me show you the garage before I go in. But, yeah. On the garage, I put in a door that opens. So I can park the mini bikes in here. I got a little gas pump in here. And I got a couple storage boxes. And that's about it. I put in a couple light fixtures in here. And I got a candle. Because it seems like those lights are not very bright. So anyways, I replaced the door. You can get in through the sides. You don't have to come in through the big garage doors all the time. But yeah. Let me take you around to the front of the house. But I put some azalea bushes all around the edge. I think it looks great. It looks very bushy. But this is the original tree, and that's the original tree, and that's an original tree over there. And there was a boulder here, but I had to break it down. And I planted these two. And this big one here. But those two were here when I moved in. But yeah, I wanted to keep the authentic look of the farm. I love it. I think the farm is such a beautiful structure. I just think it just needed a little bit of TLC, and I gave it to it. But yeah, this kind of keeps them out, you know, from running up to my porch. And yeah. The porch was a little broken down and I had to replace a couple things, but yeah, it looks really nice. And of course I put in vault doors so they can't just bust in on me, and I replaced all the windows. But yeah, I put in the bricks because yeah, and I left the porch light that was here. But yeah, it's really weird the way it like operates for some reason, so I put a candle. But I like the way the candle looks. Always make sure you shut the door behind you. I have a big problem with that. But anyways. So, yeah, I redid the living room. I put in nice sectional sofa over here just for like chilling. And I made a new fireplace. I love this like riveted metal look. I think it looks great. And there's my fire. And then I have a little area over here to watch some TV. Don't really get to watch much TV in the apocalypse, but every once in a while I have some downtime and I might be able to watch half a movie before I get bombarded by zombies, but that's just how it goes, right? But yes, this is the living area. I upgraded it all, and then I redid the kitchen. It was very old farmhouse style, so I upgraded all the cabinets and put in an island, and this is my area where I grab stuff to replace things that zombies break, because, you know, they like to break stuff. And I got a cooler and some cabinets and a fridge, and yeah, I think I'm gonna have a beer. It's afternoon, right? Today is horde night, so this is my cooking area, and yeah. So this is the little kitchenette. Most of the time I just eat out of the fridge, because I'm usually on the go or, you know, running to do something, you know, so. And I live here by myself, so every once in a while I'll sit down and enjoy my morning coffee at the table, but usually I'm usually fighting zombies. It's kind of weird that they're not attacking me right now. Maybe because it's horde night. But yeah, here's the back, where there's also some more corn planted. Corn planted. Yeah, looks good, huh? Yeah, I love it. I think the farm looks really good. It's so homey, you know? Let me, let me take you down to the workshop. Oh yeah, I have this gel door here, just in case they break in. Oh boy, and here's my 2 storage chests. One for the, just extra my clothing, and in case I want to change out, in case I get blood all over me, I keep some extra clothing up there, and some tools. And here's one of my workbenches. I was making some 762. I got a vending machine, and I'm making some flaming arrows for the horde tonight. There's a couple boxes, and I got some coolers down here, of course. You know, I got some beer. And then I have all my storage here. I got my health and my stuff to make ammo, just random supplies. I don't know what I have in here. Oh, the building supplies. Yeah, my building supplies. There's extra weapons in there. I got a little bit of food storage down here. And then I have my cement mixers and my forges. But yeah. And then I have a couple chem stations. Always gotta have gunpowder being made. But yeah, got a couple storage bins. This one has like extra clothing in it as well. I'm a girl. I like clothes. What can I say? This is all my ammo. Like 5.56, 9mm. Got some shotgun ammo. Some Magnum, and then all my arrows stuff up here. Yeah, this one's getting low, so I'm in the process of making some. And then frags, and then a couple bomb stuff down here. And this is all my armors. I got the iron armor. Oh yeah, I also got a radiation suit. I'm gonna go see how long I'll last in the radiation before I die. I've been kind of curious about that, so I've been accumulating radiation stuff. But I have all my armors from all the beginning, all the upgrades I did, and all that's in here. And this is my safes with like money, and I found some gold and stuff, and I put them in those. But yeah, this is my armory, and then back here is the command center. This is where I get information on what's going on out in the world. I just sit down here and tune in and yeah, find out what's going on out there. Okay, let's go back upstairs. Always got to keep the doors shut. Don't want anybody getting in there, you know. You never know when a survivor might show up. Even though I haven't seen any for 28 days. Anyways, let's go upstairs. I'm a big reader, so I created a library, and yeah, it's really comfy. I love this area. This is probably my most favorite area. I'll come up here and read at night before I go to bed. And here's my bedroom, and I put these frosted windows over my windows so I can sleep during the day, because sometimes I'm up all night, you know, fighting zombies. You know, they like to beat on the house at night while I'm sleeping sometimes. And yeah, yeah, and here's another place I'll watch a movie once in a while. But like I said, most of the time I'll get like maybe half an hour into a movie, and next thing you know, knock knock knock, zombo. But anyways, yeah, here's my medicine cabinet, and you know, this is where the magic happens. You know, running all day. And but yeah, and so here's my shower, and I might get a couple minutes in there before something happens, but yeah. And yeah, I love doing the upgrade on this. Yeah, I had a couple instances while I was trying to make that, but we'll not talk about that. And then up here is where I was making this bar before all this happened, so yeah. This is where I was like, oh, there's going to be people, and they're going to want to have somewhere to go hang out. And so, yeah, I made a nice little area, and I got a bar, and alas, nobody has showed up yet. So, yeah. But I have, like, nice, comfortable seating. I'm still making beer, so if anybody does show up, yeah, I have coolers full here. You know, I enjoy a nice beverage once in a while, but yeah. It'd be nice to share it with somebody, you know. But from what I hear from the radio before, you know, everything went silent, I think I'm surrounded by radiation. So if anybody ever gets in here, I'm not sure I'd want to see them. Anyways, But yeah, here's my office. This is where I do a little bit of work. And like I said, most of the time is spent fighting zombies. But yeah, you know, that's your life these days, you know? But it's a beautiful world out there, and I come and I sit in here and I enjoy myself and, you know, have some food. And but yeah, I kind of I need a beer. Let me have a beer. And to your health. Thanks for stopping by, and if you ever make it through the radiation zone, stop on by. Have a beer. Thank you.